promos, got a couple XRs, and then, a ton of rares. Standard stuff. I got 6 ultra rares, 4 XRs, so I was pretty on curve. I got the average amount you'd normally get. The coolest pulls, we were able to get in ultra rare Frigid Heatwave. Very excited about that. So that was pretty awesome. We got, hey War Teacher, what's up? We got Frigid Heatwave. We got the reprint, which I was telling you guys last week. This reprint, I think, is going to be the most expensive reprint in 1 year's time. Once this game has been out for at least a year's time, I think this is going to be the most expensive reprint because this is the most visually appealing reprint, as it is a misprint. It is a most visually appealing misprint there is. So I'm predicting this one is going to be one of the higher ones, as it is the most noticeable misprint. And then we got this little son of a gun of a card here. So something interesting happened today that I want to talk about. I pulled one Heroic Lineage, which is great. And for those of you that don't know the ability here's the ability for that card. Commit. After your rival's attack receives a damage bonus, it gets -3 speed. Commit. After your attack receives a speed bonus, it gets +2 damage. This card, in any deck you can run it in, is one of the most broken cards right now. And actually someone and the reason I bring it up is I'm going to take you over here to TCG Player, and I want to show you something interesting that happened with the price of this card. So let's take you on over to TCG Player right here. And we have brought up Heroic Lineage. And this was a $5 card 2 days ago, alright? $5 card 2 days ago. And now look at it. It is going, one person is selling the card. Only one person is selling the card. For $15. So why in the heck did someone buy up all the Heroic Lineages? All the first edition Heroic Lineages, might I add, because there's only first edition cards. The card's great, and I think it is super undervalued where it was previously at $5. I know it is a rare card, and rares are in every box and every pack, so you have a chance to get them, but I feel like this is one of the most undervalued rare cards in first edition currently. In the first set, I should say, because there is more first edition cards coming out soon. Crimson Rampage. So I personally think Heroic Lineage was a tad undervalued, and someone just scooped them all up for $5 like a crazy. Good for them, I guess, but now they kind of control that market. So if you're trying to get rid of your Heroic Lineages right now, the price on them is technically up. Would I necessarily sell them, and I think people are going to pay $15 a piece for them? No, I don't think it's that strong of a card. The XR version, yes, 100%. The rare version, not so much. So, keep your eye on Heroic Lineages, guys. It did just get bought out, and we were just given that information through the market discussion page here. I actually did not know about it till probably about 5 minutes ago. I just was not looking at it at the time. So, keep your eyes peeled on Heroic Lineage and some other cards we're going to talk about here shortly. But, overall, it was a good box. It was a good... Wrong camera. It was a good box to open. We got 3 really cool cards. Very happy about it. And speaking of cards and boxes, I just want to reiterate the prices of first edition boxes right now. First edition boxes, just from last week. First edition. Yeah. I got you, Meta. There were you're right. There's only a couple, but still, when you buy all of them, it's still kind of a buyout in the sense. But the price of first edition boxes right now has gone up in 1 week. Remember when I was telling y'all, if you want to buy some first edition booster boxes, now's the time to do it. Because last week they were $85 a piece, $90 a piece. Now we go over here. Let's bring this back up. Look, we're at a listed median of 93 now. One of the people who were selling cards, who were selling the boxes at 88 a piece plus shipping, is now selling them at 100 a piece plus shipping. The prices of these things are going up. The supply is getting lower. On TCG Player, I just calculated it earlier, there's only about 120 of these boxes left, I believe. Could be less now. 20, 40, 50, 60, 3, 4, 5, 65, 70, 4, 80, 90. Yeah, there's about 110 of these boxes left on TCG Player to be sold right now. And the prices vary, as you can see. But I'm telling you, the price has already gone up roughly $10 just from last week. And there was only about 40 more boxes, so roughly 40 boxes have sold since then. So if you're trying to scoop up some booster boxes now, you need to get it now, all right? Giant Ice Wall XR sold out. I actually have seen that one, which is pretty cool. But we're going to do one more thing real quick. Let me just add this in here. I'm sorry, I forgot to add this in. So I'm just going to do that real quick. If I can find it, I just want to show you guys on the screen real quick. Game, text, window, instant, event, media, widgets. It's a widget, isn't it? Chat box. Yes, here we go. Chat box. Add source. All right, here we go. I just want to throw the chat up over here, just so it's there. Unlimited's around the corner. No need to go hard on the. Yeah. Okay. So we do have that, and I think for some reason I have the chat backs on here twice. So let's delete that one I just made like a smart person. Okay. So we have the first edition. Price has gone up already $10 just in 1 week, and there's about, I think, 40 or 50 sold off of TCG Player since last week. I think I said there's 160 last week. Now there's only 110 left. So about 50 boxes have sold since I was talking about it, and they've already gone up in price. Unlimited is right around the corner, so the cards are right around the corner. The cards you want are right around the corner, but the first edition, there is where the money is. First edition is where the money is. Any card game of any kind, what is the most expensive cards in those sets? The first editions of those cards. So I don't want to get too sidetracked into that because we are going to talk about it. But since we have a few people in here real quick, I want to show you guys a nice little thing. So we have some packs of cards to open up here. 3 promos, a victory, and a judge. I have got these in since like 4 days ago, and I've been itching. It has been a struggle not to open these up, but I told the person who gave them to me I would not open them up till the stream came. So excited to open these up for you. The main reason I'm going to be opening up these up for you guys is so when you're entering tournaments are roughly anywhere from, I think, $5 to $10 entries right now. I'm trying to show you the value you can gain from these tournaments just by participating. So let me go over to TCG Player again. I'm not going to bring it up, but we are going to crack these open real quick and talk about the cards a little. But I want to show you guys the value potentiality you have off of these. So I was approved by Jasco to open these, and the store who passed these to me, I did not buy these, gave these to me, also has permission. So this was all allowed, 100% allowed, and there's only a couple of them. It's not like I have giant stacks. So we're going to crack these open here, and we're going to try and show you guys the potential we have. Opening these was probably one of the hardest things not to do, I'm not going to lie. So the first promo pack is, obviously, what everyone probably wants to see is either like Pillar Swings or Plus Ultras. But let's see what the first one is, and I'm nervous. The first one is, oh, Mezzo Shoji promo. Okay, very nice. So this is actually one of the new heroes out of the set. Let's see, there we go. We got Mezzo Shoji here. His form, once per turn, add 1 attack or foundation from your discard pile to your hand. Lose health equal to the printed difficulty. Picks those 0 diffs up. Great card. If you have 0 foundations in your discard pile, he gets them for free. It's a great card, and commit. This attack gets +2 damage. Your next attack gets +2 damage. So pretty awesome. Pretty good card. My buddy has made a Shoji deck, and it's good. Right now, that card is going for roughly... Let's find out. This card is roughly going for $5, so this is an on-curve card for a tournament pickup. So that's pretty awesome. It's always good when you're buying promos, when you're signing up for tournaments, anything like that, that you can get your money's worth out of packs, especially if it's on-curve. Alright, so the next promo pack we got is, ooh, another hero. Mashira Ojiro. Let's see if we can get that on there. There are his abilities. Let's see if we can get that a little bit more clear for you guys. There we go. Flip 1 foundation, your attack gets +3 damage. If it is blocked, your rival flips 1 foundation. So that's really good control, honestly. Enhance once per game. Notice that is once per game, not per turn. The attack speed cannot be reduced, and it gets +1 speed for each of your rival's face-down foundations. This ability cannot be canceled. So this is really, really solid. You're right, McApple. How about this wonderful unique foil BG? Yeah, dude. The foiling on these cards is actually spectacular. You can definitely tell a little bit of a difference. I don't know if you can tell it on the camera, but you can tell a significant difference holding these. I mean, you guys can kind of see it actually on camera, so that's nice. The foiling is definitely different on these cards. It is absolutely beautiful. So we're going to go with the last promo pack here. See what we can acquire. Hopefully not a double. We don't want to see doubles of cards, but I think we did just get a double. And we got another Ojiro. Alright, so nothing wrong with that. Let's check out what Ojiro's price is on TCG Player. Ojiro is currently going for about $5 as well right now. So perfect on curve value, especially if it's a $5 tournament and you're getting a promo pack. Boom. We just paid for our tournament with the cards we got out of the promo. So you're basically playing for free. It's awesome. Tailmite, yeah. Alright, so I'm going to open the Judge pack last. Here's what you can get on a Victory pack. The nice thing about Victory packs is right on the back, it actually shows you. Let's see if I can get the focus there. That's going to be a really hard one to get. Awesome. It shows you the card numbers and the card names you can get out of this. So Crow and Frog Takedown, Pillar Swing, plus Ultra, Recipro, Acceleration, Kick. And to put it in perspective, the lowest one of a Victory card right now, actually there are no Recipro Acceleration Kicks. So the lowest Victory price on TCG Player for a card right now is currently, I think, $30. $30. So I'm telling you right here, if you can go undefeated, you can get together a good deck. Boom, this pays for your next 5 tournaments minimum right now. So the Victory pack is Crow and Frog Takedown. Man, I was kind of hoping for a plus Ultra because I am never playing either of these characters. But it's cool. It's going to go in the binder. But check this out. Crow and Frog Takedown. 5 cost, 4 high, 5 damage. Ally ranged. Enhanced. This card does not count toward progressive difficulty for the rest of the turn. Asui Tokiyama Enhanced. That means you have to be playing Asui or Tokiyami for the second enhance. Ready 1 card in your stage that has not been ready this combat phase. Absolutely busted. Such a good card. This has no drawbacks as a card. And it's a ranged attack. Goes great with those cards. And look at the foiling on this actually right now. Look at the foiling on that. Sorry for the ring light. But look at all those vibrant colors. Absolutely beautiful foiling. I mean, you get a whole rainbow menagerie on this. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Yes, you still can play it outside of Asui and Tokiyami. I know it is being played outside of Asui and Tokiyami. I just don't play any ranged characters like Shoto for it. So, absolutely beautiful foiling. The rainbow foiling on Tokiyami was gorgeous. I actually didn't know that. And, of course, the Judge pack. So, if you aren't a judge yet, go ahead and you love the game, you want to be a judge for the game, there is the White Belt Judge exam on the My Hero Academia website. Feel free to take it, learn from it, study it, and by all means, try and be some judges for local events, and you can acquire some judge packs. So, out here on the judge pack, we have All Might, Double Front Beatdown, Gutter Punk Elbow, and In the Typhoon. I want All Might. I'll be 100% honest. I want All Might out of this pack so badly. Also, the Crow and Frog Takedown is currently a $25 to $30 card. So the value you can get from winning consistently is absolutely bananas. Awesome cards, and they have a little Victory logo on there if you guys didn't see that. It literally says Victory right there. So, just for the future, it does have a different artwork, technically. Alright. Hoping for All Might. Let's see what we get here. I don't want to look. I don't want to look because I'm too nervous. Let's go, baby! Oh my gosh, yes! Oh my gosh, look at that beautiful Judge promo. It says Judge right there. That is All Might right there. This is the next deck I'm going to be building, actually. That's why I really wanted this card. This card's about a $20 to $25 card right now. And guess what? The reason that I think if you don't have one of these, I don't care about the Judge aspect of the card. I'm talking about the card now. What's the value on the Gen Con versions? The Gen Con versions are still high. I do not know off the top of my head. I'll try and check them out soon. But I think it's Paul, actually, who's in the chat, used this against me, and it just inspired me so much. Look, he draws 6 cards and has 30 HP. The character I play draws 7 cards and only has 19 HP. This man is an absolute unit. The only drawback he has is that he can't affect your opponent's field of play. He can affect your opponent's field of play. There is no drawback to this guy. I was thinking of a different All Might. But look at this ability. Enhance. Come on. Focus, baby. Come on. Get that focus in on there. You can do it, camera. I believe in you. There we go. Enhance, commit 1 foundation. And commit him. Draw 2 cards. Absolutely easy, alright? You just get to commit him. Commit 1 foundation. Look at the second ability first. Your Fury or Punch attack gets +1 speed or +1 damage for each card in your rival's hand. Playable while committed. So on your turn or your opponent's turn, you can commit him. And guess what? You can still use his Enhance ability for free. This man is an absolute unit, and you're going to be seeing a ton of them now that he's legal this week. This card, maybe not the Judge promo. I'm so excited to have the Judge promo because I'm using it for a deck. Oh, dude, I'm so pumped right now. Okay, so discontinue. Getting off that subject real quick. What's up, Neil? Man, All Might is just All Might is going to go up in price shortly. I think over this next week. I'm basing that around the DLCs are becoming legal now this week, so you're going to be seeing a lot more different decks, a lot new decks that are including cards out of the DLC and stuff like that. And there are some DLC cards that work well with him, that work well with Asui and Tokiyami. These cards right here are going to be some of the best cards coming up this week in terms of pricing, stabilizing. I don't think you need to have Judge and Victory ones, of course, but if you can get a hold of a Judge, if you can get a hold of a Victory, all power to you. I think that's absolutely awesome. So, super excited about the All Might and the Crow and Frog takedown. Wasn't a plus ultra, but you know what? Still 2 cards that are awesome, and I'm super excited about the All Might Judge promo. So, again, if you're not a white belt, go ahead and look at the quiz and the test, and you can get that. So let me take the pack opening off of that. And we got that off as well. So theoretically, you pay $5 to join a tournament and you come away with a victory. At a minimum, you'll probably look at it around $30 worth of cards in prizes. Sorry for that ring light, guys. At a minimum, you're probably looking around $30 worth of prizes. If you're, winning, becoming undefeated, or you're getting the victory. So, absolutely awesome. Really cool. Promos are worth it. I recommend everyone taking part in tournaments. These are also first edition. So, you got to remember, once these tournaments have been around for a while, there's no more first edition promos. So, first edition is where it's at right now, okay? We're going to just move that up. Dude, I'm actually geeking about this All Might right now. You have no idea. Yeah, the Gen Con art. Okay, so another product I discussed last week, and I want to discuss this week, is this product right here. We'll see how much of it I can get on camera. Is the 2-player rival box. First edition, of course. You want the first edition ones, as limited aren't out yet. But the first edition rival box. So I actually got showed this last week. And they're like, hey, just so you know, you can sort on TCG Player. And I'm like, whoa, I'm an idiot. So let's go. Oh, wrong webcam. All right, let's go over to TCG Player. get the starter exclusives, and take the promos off. And remember, these first edition boxes were about $30 last week, okay? Oh, what the heck, didn't take the promos off, did it? So just out of the deck itself, the dual decks were going for about $30 a piece. Look at the prices of all these cards right here. And this card right here, Reverse Throw, is in this dual deck. It is in the dual deck. I think you get 2 of them in a dual deck. And this is going into these All Might decks. So these dual decks are going to go up in price as you see All Might played more. Reverse Throw is a very, very good card. And guess what? It's not even one of the foil cards, you know? This is just a super awesome rare card that only comes in the starter deck unless you get an XR version out of a booster box. So people who are going to be playing All Might are going to want these cards, and I think you only get 2 per rival deck. I could be wrong and you only get 1. That means people are going to be buying up these rival decks, guys. So if you don't have a rival deck already, I'm telling you, these rival decks are going to go up in price. First edition stuff is going to go up in price. But the value of everything, again, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 40, 41. I mean, you have $50 in product just in one of these first edition rival decks. And they're only about $30. I don't know the price of them now. We can look it up real quick. Let's just check it out real quick. TCG player, My Hero Academia, 2-player turbo deck. If you add all the quantities, about $150. Dang, Plucky. I don't know where you're getting that number. But look at this. Look how many first edition boxes there are right here. And yeah, some of these have some crazy shipping. Not gonna lie, you know. Whew, $15 shipping, bruh. Shipping included. Okay. But this is one of those products right now. I'm telling you guys, you should get a hold of while you can. There's tons of them on TCG Player, but there's still only 2 pages, and they're going for about, you know, maybe $40 after shipping and handling. And you get at least $50 value out of them at a minimum. And that's not if you get double cards. Plucky's saying you get about $150 worth of value. But just make sure you're not looking at XRs of versions, Plucky. But regardless, if you're just taking 1 card out of each thing, you're getting $55 worth of value. This is such an undervalued product right now, and I think this is going to be a big hit once it reaches Unlimited and it gets out to everyone. So, absolutely fantastic product. Very undervalued in my opinion, as I have showed you right here. Very undervalued. So I recommend trying to pick a couple of those up. So we're going to go back to that. We're going to pull up this, and we're going to go to the big thing I want to talk about. I don't want to talk about the meta yet. So we're going to talk about rarity of card pools. And I want to bring up the rarity of card pools because I was in discussions with a couple Jasco employees recently about, you know, how many of this card is actually in circulation. How many of that card is actually in circulation? Why are prices so high of some cards? Why are prices not so high of some cards? You know, it just doesn't make entirely that much sense in some regard. And I'm going to share what I can because some things we just couldn't get answers to on some things, which is totally fine, and I respect Jasco for keeping, some things private, which is totally respectable. I just wanted to try and get as much information I can out so I can pass that information to you all so you know the right investments to make in the future of this game. So, let's go to actually right here. Okay, we're already up here. So you see these cards right here. These 2 big whammy extra secret rares. I made the decision to get mine graded. I pulled 2 of them. I'd made the decision to get them graded for the future. They are first edition. This card right here has the same exact pull rate from a box of cards as this card right here, as this card right here, as this card right here, as this card right here. Yes, I am telling you that right. XSRs have the same pull rate as XRs. If you did not know this, I am telling you now. I am 100% sure that is a fact. XSRs have the same pull rate as XRs. Why, you may ask? When a secret rare is only pulled out of 1 out of every 3 booster boxes, roughly. Well, on Jasco's site, and I don't have the link anymore, so if someone has the link to the pull rates, please link it in the chat, or actually link it to me on Discord so I can bring it up. I couldn't find it. So if someone has that link, please send it to me real quick on Discord and I'll bring it up. But as everyone is saying, all XR are the same odds. 1 in 1046 or 1142 for any given XR. So the XSR is still technically an XR. So this card right here, there are the same amount of number of this card out in circulation right now as, show me an XR, as Ochako. There are the same amount of this Ochakos out as there are of 5% full Calyx. Now, with any game though, a case of 6 boxes gets you 1 of each 6 secret rare. Correct. So, are these cards overvalued? I do not believe so. And here is why. Even though these have the same pull rate, these are still the extra rares of these secret rares, which have a much higher pull rate than any normal rare card. Okay. I do not believe these cards are overvalued in any regard. Because through talks of people and things like that, and I think someone sent me the link. They did. Thank you. Alright, here we go. That is what the set contains. They don't even mention XSR on here. Yeah. So let's go down to where it says it. In roughly 1 out of 3 boxes, 1 rare or ultra rare card will be placed with 1 of 2 secret rares. And XRs. 1 in 1092 are XRs. So, let's go to TCG Player. This is a huge point I want to make about this card in being... Oh, you guys literally cannot see that screen I'm clicking on right now. Sorry about that. Alright, here's the 1 in 1092. XRs appear 1 out of 192. Any one specific XR, including the XSR, is a 1 in 1092 packs. I think there's 24 boxes, 24 packs a box. So if we want to get down to the itty-gritty numbers here, 1 in about every 46 boxes has an XSR in it, and any given XR. Okay. XSRs are for whales. Get out of here, you son of a gun! Take that language out of here. Just because I have. Okay, sorry about that. So right there, Jasco says it on their site. And I got confirmation from Jasco employees the XSR technically counts as an XR. Even though it doesn't say anything about XSRs on their site, the XSR counts as an XR. So, said it there. This card, I'll say it one more time. This card has the same pull rate as that card, and as that card, and as that card. But, are they overvalued? They are definitely not. And the reason being, we're going to go back over to TCG Player. As I told you guys earlier, these prices of first edition boxes are already going up in price right now. Already. First edition is already going up in price. $10 plus as of last week. Last week. And after totaling up all the boxes, I think I said there was 110 boxes left, roughly. That means there are only about 3 XSRs left on TCG Player, statistically. None of those boxes could have an XSR in it, technically. But statistically, there's only 3 XSRs left, right? 48, yeah. maybe three, two to three XSRs left on TCG Player available. Other than obviously what people are, obviously than the actual listings of the cards themselves. This is just for the box prices. Obviously, there's tons of listings, 9 of each, and people are just trying to underbid each other, which really infuriates me and frustrates me to no end on cards like this. That is how collections lose value. That is how cards lose value. Is when everyone is just trying to underbid the last person. It's one of the most frustrating things as a collector, because when you're collecting cards, you're wanting your collection to hold that value into the future. And it will, to a point. But at the same time, if there's one person in the world with one thing, if there's two people in the world with one thing, and one person's like, yeah, I want $1,000 for it, okay, well, they control the market. It's still worth whatever someone's going to pay, but if someone's like, okay, I'll pay $999 for the other person's, and they take it, boom. Now that has lost value just because someone wants to underbid. So it's very, very frustrating to me. And Michael actually brings up a good point. Full Cowling is undervalued. Nitro Explosion is debatable. You're going to be seeing this card right here. Now that All Might is going to be more legal and you're going to be seeing him played more, that the cards are coming out, this card is a punch attack and it has great abilities that go with All Might. So this is going to be a secret rare that is bought more. This one, on the other hand, Nitro Explosion, it's a good card, but it's just people usually only run one copy of it in death decks or fire decks. So yeah, XSR is rare. So I really wanted to reiterate the fact that first edition product is getting lower, harder to come by. I'm currently in the process of trying to buy some first edition products myself, and it is harder to the specific stuff, and it is harder to come by already. So, I'm telling you, you got to get that bandwagon now. It's gonna drop in price a little bit once Unlimited comes out, but it'll shoot back up Okay, actually, we're just gonna go to my next topic about it. For the reason it's gonna go back up in price. So, as everyone knows, first edition was generally only sold in the U.S. Some Canadian stores have product, so I guess you can technically say Canadian. This card game right now is a American-Canadian game, to a sense. That's all first edition. Unlimited is coming out, and that is having a wider distribution range. I'm not sure on the exact specifics. I just know it's going to be a worldwide distribution. Obviously, the countries and stuff that don't get card games normally probably aren't going to have it. But it's going to be open to such a wider audience. And what some of those people do so it's going to bring the price down, because there's going to be a lot more of the printed product in circulation at that point. Okay, so Metal says there's an estimated 36,000 boxes printed. I'm just doing a quick math real quick. Dividing it by 45.5. Okay, cool. And then I'll bring that up. So as that is distributed worldwide, people are going to be like, yo, I have the first product. I have the best product. I'm the first person to get in on this game. That's awesome. And then they're going to be like, wait, this is Unlimited. This isn't first edition. And then they're going to be like, well, where can we get first edition stuff? Obviously, because we are one of the only places that has first edition stuff. First edition is going to spike back up in price for a small part. USA exclusive print. Yeah. First edition is going to spike up in price once people are realizing, oh, they don't have the rarest print of that card. They don't have the best print of that card. First edition is going to go back up. And guess what? That is a worldwide distribution at that point. That is not just a United States distribution anymore. Or a Canadian distribution, So when you're purchasing this first edition product, you have the money for this first edition product, you really need to make sure that you're understanding. Once Unlimited comes out, the prices are going to dip because there's going to be a lot of circulation around the U.S. But that price is instantly going to shoot back up. Probably a month to 2 months later, once people are like, oh snap, we don't have first edition. We have Unlimited. So they're going to be trying to get first edition product, and guess what? Most of it's already bought out right now. So I wanted to bring up that fact. I've talked to some Jasco employees, and they're 100% behind me on that outlook and that aspect right now, because some of them have also have some product, and they're like, yeah, man, we're holding on to this because once Unlimited releases, this game gets bigger. First edition is going to go up in price. Stuff doesn't rotate. Oh, okay. Ooh, I missed some stuff here. I missed some stuff on the side there, but I really appreciate the interaction in chat, guys. I really do. It's awesome. Thank you so much. So again, first edition promos, everything. The first edition series list, you can print that off online. Go ahead and do it while you can. And try and collect every card. I'm telling you right now, it's going to go up in price. Thank you for that sub, man. That is absolutely phenomenal. Thank you so much. I don't know why the audio is not playing for that, but thank you so much. Hey, what's up, Soul? Absolutely awesome. Also, and I do have one booster box set aside. I'll make an announcement for that at the end of the stream, of course. But I have something cool to announce, and I hope you guys are kind of into it. I'm not sure if it's a cool idea or not, or if you guys are going to be like, you're an idiot. We'll find out. So let's go ahead. We got the first edition booster boxes done. We talked about that. Since we're on first edition still, let's continue another thing that I was asked to talk about. So I've already contacted my local store about this product right here. I'm going to go to the home page, let you guys see what I'm talking about. I've already talked to my local store, and this product right here, baby, I already am like, I'm not going to tell you how much I've already, I'm like, hey, I'm getting this much, but, because I obviously just don't want to tell you that information, but Crimson Rampage is coming out soon. And guess what that little symbol means right there? First edition, baby. But the difference between this first edition, correct me if I'm wrong, if any Jaska employees in the chat, but from my understanding, this is going to have the same style of distribution as the Unlimited first series set does. Oh yeah, I'm going to talk about the SRs of this set and who I think is going to get it. So, excuse me one more time. This series right here, this first edition limited is probably not going to be nearly as expensive as the first series. Reason being is because, from my knowledge and that I've been told, this is going to have the same style of distribution as Unlimited. So there's going to be more of this first edition product. Is it going to be as heavily as an investment? It's still first edition. So I am going to say, yes, it's going to have value in the future, but I'm not going to say it has as much value because statistically with distribution on this and Unlimited, some of this is speculation, obviously, but since this is going to have the same kind of distribution, there's going to be more of this product out there for everyone. This is going to be a worldwide distribution first edition. All right, so 100%, I think this first edition is not going to be as powerful, but it is still an investment piece for the future. Because remember, as I discussed last week, Flesh and Blood has only been out for 2 years total, and they already have cards worth thousands of dollars, not graded. So you got to remember that kind of stuff, guys. And those are the XSRs. Those are the super rares. So. Same style of distribution, US and maybe Canada later, with the rest of the world scratching their heads. Okay, so maybe this first edition will have the same kind of distribution. If it does, then guess what? We're all in luck. Do the exact same thing you're doing with this first edition. But yeah, make sure you go to your local store now and sign up for how much you want on Crimson Rampage. That way that store can order enough product. Because you don't want to go in there as a collector. I am saying this for the rest of the gaming community. There are people who kind of are annoyed with collectors to a sense because guess what? I'm buying product and I'm not opening it. That is technically taking product away from, Jimmy down the street or Mark next door who wants to play the game but now doesn't have the ability to buy that product. So when I'm telling you to go to a store and talk to them about this product, already go there. If you're going to keep it sealed as a collector, go to that store and be like, hey, I want to purchase 2 boxes. I want to purchase 1 box. Already have that down for them, so then that store doesn't get in 50 boxes and 40 of them are bought, and they're just sit on the shelf. That's how we don't get players into the game, okay? You go to the store ahead of time, you tell them you want 1 box, and now they order 41 boxes or 42 boxes because they're still getting their standard amount they want for people, but now you're still taking care of 2. A big thing with collecting is you still got to think of the other players and how the game will grow and the importance of letting people purchase things and play with cards, okay? So I know people do get irritated with collectors sometimes, but if you're just taking the appropriate steps to try and avoid that, I think that's an okay thing, okay? But I wanted to bring that point up here. I don't want you guys to think that I'm literally just buying product. I don't want you to get that mindset, oh, just buy product and sit on it. No, talk to your store beforehand to be like, hey, I want this much product. Can you add that on to your order? And that should be good. But again, Crimson Rampage coming out soon. Make sure you guys go to your local store and sign up ahead of time if they do that to get what they can, okay? I've already talked to my local store. Mine's already taken care of. So, how much product should you keep sealed? Legend. Head of Hustle. What's up, Hustle? Okay, depends on rares, props, champion promos. Okay, you guys are still talking about the cards. So, how much product should you keep sealed? I personally believe you should keep sealed as much as you can comfortably afford, and that is a respectable amount. That's hard to say, you know, because when it comes to grading cards, I purchased 2 booster boxes. Don't even ask me how. This one is opened up on someone else's stream, and this one was opened up at my house while I was just having some drinks with friends. So yeah, this is not not financial advice at all. But definitely buy as much sealed product as you are comfortable with. It's hard to say. There's never a right number on things, because I mean, if I could go back in time and tell you to buy 20 booster boxes of base set first edition shadowless Pokemon cards, and keep them locked away for 20 years so you could make $5 million, I would tell you that. But there's no actual definitive answer for that. So when you're investing in markets, in sealed products, stuff like that, you're really investing in the future. And anything, just like any investment, any stock market, any kind of financial gain also has a financial loss. So when it comes to investing in specific things, when I'm saying be comfortable with what you can afford, I want you to be okay if the game doesn't take off. Do I think that's going to happen with MHA? Heck no. But that is going to be my not financial best advice in that kind of... That's going to be my best advice. Sorry, I'm laughing at the Logan Paul comment. But that's going to be my best hashtag not financial advice about that for sealed product. Buy as much as you can take a loss on if things don't work out. Okay? That's all I'm going to say on that. But do I think MHA is not going to work out? Heck no. I'm already telling you now, this game is going to be wild. So yes, let's move on to the next subject. I think I've babbled about first edition enough. Next week, I'm going to try and have... The guest I wanted to have today was not able to do it. So next week, we're going to try and have a guest online. Hopefully he's feeling better and doing good. And we're going to pick the brain and talk about, their thoughts of the future, the market, everything like that. We're going to mention that at the end of the stream. And let's go into some crazy things that have happened in the My Hero universe right now and how it's going to affect prices. So, this whole week, I think there were, 4 or 5 online My Hero Academia tournaments. To all the retailers out there, everyone hosting these tournaments, thank you. That is absolutely fantastic. The webcam tournaments, I know there's some shakiness with Jiro. I know there's, it's a new thing, but I definitely want to thank you all. I got to participate in one. I had a great time. But the fact that you're able to do that for everyone is really getting the game base more well known. So thank you in that regard. And let's talk about the whole aspect of what I wanted to talk about because of All right, so there were a ton of tournaments, and of course, the biggest tournament that I think everyone kind of looks forward to every week is the Webcam Weeklies. Hey, how you doing? First time mini. Oh, mine. Oh, I know who that is on Discord just by that name. But okay, so let's go to the Webcam Weekly results for last week. Let's look at the undefeated characters. We have Eraserhead. Now, I think if there's an Eraserhead undefeated, the sideboard is Kirishima or something, who you see right here. Tons of undefeated characters. Absolutely blows me away, actually. Crazy amount of undefeated characters. Really awesome. Looks like, 9 Edgeheroes. So all 9 Edgeheroes were undefeated, or maybe just... Oh, okay, I see 2x. Okay, 2 of them weren't. Okay, so only 1 was. But you can see the meta breakdown for that week. Looks pretty awesome overall. And first place was Fumikage Tokayami on fire. Let's go ahead and look at this deck list real quick. Fumikage is obviously Tokayami, as you guys can see. Yeah. Cool cards. Jiro is doing better than Kirishima, actually. There's just a little game mechanic issues that people are having. But you got Fumikage here, and this is one of the most sought-after cards right now, and a bought-out card is Frigid Heatwave. And, of course, your Giant Ice Walls that I'm telling you guys, the misprint of Giant Ice Walls, look, it's in the first place deck. Some people might want to play that. Some people might want to play the XR version more, but I'm definitely going to want to be playing the misprint version more. Even though the XR version is way more rare. That's just me. Ice Storm, confuse the opponent a little bit. Bring in that other art just to confuse them a little bit. No, I'm just kidding. But we got a great deck here. This is one of the more expensive looking decks, actually. Monster Blast, you can only get 1 Monster Blast per starter deck. So you would have to open 4 starter decks to get all 4 Monster Blasts. So Monster Blast, the starter decks, like I said, they're going up in price. Anytime I've talked to you guys, I don't want to get too in-depth about the actual cards in the list because I don't have much time left. But I just want you guys to realize, you can go to UVS Ultra Online. You can go to My Hero Card Game Online. This is how you can predict card prices to some extent. If cards are doing well consistently every week, those cards are going to go up in price. I know Jiro's done good basically all week. So, Jiro cards are probably going to go up in price. I don't really know what's in the deck. Let's see. Okay, Specialized Scion Waves, going to go up in price. It's an ultra rare. So that means it's not a common card you can come across. Unwavering Slash is a rare. Instant Explosive Release out of the starter decks. So it looks like probably one of the only expensive cards that'll actually go up is Jiro. The XR of her will probably go up. Specialized Sound Waves will definitely go up. Earphone Jack. And Earphone Jack does look great as an XR. But you don't have to actually predict this stuff. Again, you can go to the website, check out some cards that are winning. Look for the more rare cards, the ultra rares, XRs of the cards. See what's consistent throughout the weeks. See what's winning. And that's a good general way to be like, okay, this card might go up in price because a lot of people are going to be wanting it so they can win. They can get higher ranks, and then they can come back with some nice victory packs, some promo packs, stuff like that, okay? And that's with any card game. There's a meta for card games. People are like, okay, what's meta? Okay, well, I might try and change up the deck a bit, but the consistency of the overall deck's going to be the same. So people are going to want those cards more. Supply and demand. Anything in life, supply and demand. If the supply is high, the price is going to go up. If the supply is low, if the supply is low, the price is going to go up. If the supply is high, the price is going to come down. So, take that for what it is. Unwavering Slash, I agree, is also actually one of the most underrated cards. It is a rare, though, so it's a little easier to come by, but great card. We got another Tokayami on third. He was playing a fire deck and using Recipro Extends, some kicks. That's what I use in my Eraserhead deck, but I use it on Void. Eraserhead in fourth. This deck absolutely blew me away. There's so much going on in this deck. The driver of this deck has to be on point. So that's pretty awesome. I really liked it. overall. Kyoka and Shoto. And I think this was actually one of the most interesting things to me. Oh, wow, you guys literally can't see the screen. I'm a terrible person. Sorry. Shoot. Go back. Alright, sorry. Eraserhead on death. This deck, there's so much going on it. And most of this deck is a starter deck, which is really cool. Okay, not most of it, but a lot of the foundations are starter decks, which is really cool. You can actually, with one starter deck open, you can have every card you need for this deck except for, I think, Blast Rush Turbo. But yeah, that's that. So go check out the webcam weekly results if you want. Check them every week. Super good information. You can see what's being played, and based off that, you can see what cards are probably going to fluctuate in price. Price standards. So we only got a couple more, about 7 more minutes here. Then we have TAM Talks after this. I appreciate everyone who comes out to these things. It really means a lot. I appreciate the support I get, the subs, the follows. Absolutely just blows my mind. It means a lot. So thank you, and I appreciate Jasco for letting me do this kind of thing and talking with you guys and letting you guys talk and chat. It's a good time for me. It's only an hour long, so it's not even like a big part of the day. So I really appreciate it again. Ejiro Kirishima. So this is a card I want to bring up. It is along the lines of Frigid Heat Wave. So I don't know where the rumor started or where it's gotten confirmed. Thank you for the follows, guys. Really, it means a lot. I know I've missed a couple, but thank you so much. The Kid, Michael, Mine, Disaster. Texas Smash. If I'm correct, this and Frigid Heat Wave and a couple other cards are low print cards. So I'm not sure where that information comes from. I've just been told this through the grapevine. But look at this card right here. Combo Punch. This attack gets +4 damage. Discard 1 card. Your next attack this turn gets 1 damage. Texas Smash is already a low print card. Oh, Detroit Smash, not Texas Smash. Okay, Detroit is short printed. Sorry about that. So Detroit Smash, but Texas Smash is a card I wanted to bring up in general because the All Might character I was telling you about, the All Might and how he's like legal and more people are playing him now. Texas Smash is one of his biggest cards in terms of like just raw damage. Look at this, Combo Enhance. This attack is +4 damage. Cool. It is now a 4 high for 7. Discard 1 card. Your next attack this turn gets +4 damage. Bruh, he's drawing cards for free. It is absolutely insane. So, you know, this is definitely just one of those great cards I would keep an eye on for the future of All Might and cards going up in price. That is one of the cards of the week I want you to keep an eye on. And we only got 5 minutes left, so let me get to what I want to actually, the thank yous, that kind of stuff, and then we'll head over to TAM Talks. Let me bring up his Twitch, because I don't actually know. I have him followed, but I just don't remember his thing, so I can copy it. TAM Cardwell. Okay, I got it. So I can copy it, and we can rate him after this. So let's go back to my camera, and then I can focus on the actual camera. So thank you again for coming out today. I really appreciate this Market Monday. We're going to be hosting Market Monday again. We're going to try and have a guest. If there's a specific guest you'd like to have on, PM me, ping me on Discord, whatever you'd like to do to get my attention. Be like, hey, I think this person has some great insight. If you want to be a part of the show and think you have great insight, message me. I'm more than happy to have people on, have a little group discussion, something, you know, something like that. So always reach out to me for that. I want to thank the store who we got permission to for stuff like this. I'm just going to shout them out. I told them I would because they really hooked me up. I bought some products from them in general, but they through Jasco, we got confirmation, and I was allowed to open these up for you guys on stream. So I was really excited to do that for you guys. We're going to bring it over here, BrochesterCCG.com. Check them out, guys. Great store. I'll link them in the description. You can check them out. If you want to make an account on this site, message me on Discord first. I'm Slim Gem on Discord, so message me on Discord first, and I can get you 5% off your first order, and anything over $100 on an order is free shipping. So definitely hit me up on Discord before you make an account on this site. They got tons of great product, everything like that. We're going to go back to this screen. And so that was one thing I wanted to say before we bounce. Remember, always be checking the meta. Always be checking the prices of cards. We talked about Rochester, so we gave them the shout out. Super helpful for them. I got a card I wanted, so I was really excited about that. And remember again, first edition is almost gone, guys. Just in 1 week, 50 boxes on TCG Player sold. There's only about 110 left. If the market is the same, and if people take into account what I've said just on today's stream, there could be 50, 60 more gone by next week. I am going to keep watch on it to see what happens. But again, thank you all for coming out. It just means a lot to me for the support. First edition is going to be gone soon, and it is a U.S. Essentially exclusive item. So, if you want to get a hold of some of that, get it while you can, because once it's gone forever. It's going to be locked up in someone's house or someone's basement or something, So that's where we're kind of going to end things off today. Next week, we're going to, again, try and have a guest. Hopefully open a little more product. Hopefully have a little mail call for you guys as well, depending on if we can get the thing I want in. And I think that's I think this was a successful Market Monday. I hope you guys have learned some information about rarities, card pool rates, any of that kind of stuff. If you ever have specific stuff you want talked about, always hit me up. I'm always available. If I don't get back to you right away, I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And again, man, yeah, just thanks for coming out, guys. Just keep your eyes out, and I'm just going to have you go over to Tam Cardwell now. Can't say thank you enough for the follow, support, and everything today, so have a good rest of your night. Hopefully Tam Talks is going to be interesting as it normally is. And I hope to see you guys over there, as I will be watching. I will not be chatting as much, but I will be watching. Thank you again, Jasco, for letting me do this. And thank you again to everyone else. So let's go ahead, give Tam a raid here. How do I do this? Raid, channel, Tam Cardwell. Let's see, did that work? There we go. All right. So we're going to send Tam a raid. I'm going to load this up to YouTube if you guys didn't get to see it. And you guys have a great rest of your night and a great rest of your week. Good luck in tournaments. And if you ever need anything, hit me up and I'll try to help you out as much as possible. I'll see you guys next week.